Hi, this is Jim Shantz with Property Management Inc., PMI Elevation, and I'm here today with Marcus Hvac with Great Geist Heating and Cooling. And we're going to talk about the importance of the annual HVAC and the heating system, the cooling system maintenance. So this is what we do on all of our properties. Marcus does this with his team. Every PMI property has this maintenance done. All right, Marcus, we have a question that we get a lot from our owners. Why is this an important thing to do every year? Or how does it benefit our tenants?
Well, ironically enough, Jim, I myself am a property investor and own rentals myself, so I get both sides of this particular coin. The most important element for a tenant aspect is their indoor comfort as well as the reliability of the system. The last thing an owner, your owners or myself, want to hit from a tenant is, hey, my HVAC system is not operating. So just like motor vehicles, they have different recommended maintenance points and different plans that you need to take care of from a maintenance perspective. Your HVAC equipment is no different than that. So in order to keep their utilities down, which benefits the tenant, also keeping the equipment operating to tip-top condition, which is beneficial for the homeowners as well. So, untimely, costly repairs is something that everybody wants to avoid.
Awesome.
I'm going to cover some basics today about servicing, cleaning, and inspection of your HVAC system throughout the annual year, just to make sure things stay in tip-top shape and operating as efficient and as reliable as possible. Behind us here, we just finished up a clean and tune on this one, so I'm not going to actually go through the cleaning process, but I am going to point out the tips and topics that we kind of cover when we go through this. First thing that we do is we check the furnace filter that's down here to verify that it's clean, to make sure that all the particulates are being caught by that filter throughout the system. Generally, we recommend that you replace that every 60 to 90 days, depends upon usage. If you're someone that does not use your system a whole lot, you would probably get the 90 days, but if you do use it frequently, then we recommend the 60 days. First thing we do when we get here, and I'll try to use my flashlight to point out some of these aspects, we go over the venting aspects just to make sure that all of the flue venting that is responsible for removing the gases of the furnace out of the home, this is the area where you would potentially have a carbon monoxide leak. So if there was a loose fitting or a rusted point on one of these particular vents, then that would obviously be a major concern. So we do a visual inspection of that aspect first and foremost, and then we go ahead and we dig into the actual components themselves of the furnace. This particular furnace was manufactured by Rheem, July of 2012, so we are about 7 years into its life. Inside the furnace, there's a few basic components that are mechanical, that turn on and off frequently. Those are usually where most of your breakdowns occur. This is your draft inducer motor. It's got a specific amp rating on it from the manufacturer. We verify that it is within that particular manufacturer's range. The air pressure safety switch, which will shut things off if something is wrong with this motor. It's a safety mechanism, along with some different temperature safe sensors and different things like that. This particular wire goes to what's called a flame sensor, and that's usually one of the more common failures on a furnace, that if it doesn't get cleaned regularly, it will give you a breakdown and shut your furnace down. In the lower section of the furnace on the right side, you'll see the blower motor. Blower motor has some air vents in it that are designed to have air flow through those during the operation, helps keep the motor cool. The amp draws less, therefore it's running more efficiently. We clean those air vents off and make sure that they're nice and clean. On the other side, we can gain access to the actual blower wheel itself if that becomes very dirty and impacted after years of use without maintenance. If need be, we can take the entire assembly out, disassemble it, clean it, put it all back together, and put it back in. That ensures that everything operates there. I'm not sure if you can see down here in the lower section, there's what's called a blower motor capacitor. That obviously gets tested to manufacturer specifications, as long as the relays, safeties, limits, controls, wire terminations, blower door safety switch, all of those components are verified to be within the manufacturer specifications. During our inspection, if anything that we test is out of specifications, then we generally contact Jim or the property owner and go over those specific elements to recommend the repairs or replacements that are needed in order to keep the system operating as manufacturers designed. That covers the basic furnace. The air conditioner elements are about the same. We double check all of those components on the exterior condensing unit. We verify that the condenser coil itself is clean, not impacted with cottonwoods, dirt, debris, grass clippings, things like that. We verify the refrigerant level. It communicates with the A coil here on top to manufacturer specs in regards to efficiency there as well. Sometimes we have to adjust refrigerant levels just because during an original installation the refrigerant level was not verified. You got roughly 60 to 80% of those systems that are out there that are not checked to those specifications. Refrigerant levels will dramatically affect the efficiency of the air conditioner, and that is also one of the more costly utility consumption elements of your HVAC system. That covers the basics. We hope you enjoyed this little tips and tricks video, and thank you for your time. Have a great day.
Well, Marcus, thank you for helping me and all of my tenants and owners.
You bet. Guys, have a great day.